You lock up the minor premiership. How significant is that?
Yeah, it's good reward for what has been a big year for us. A challenging one where we've had a lot of experiences along the way and we've learnt a lot. It's been a bit of a grind over the last 3 weeks, as you can imagine, coming in when you do get to the start line and you've still got a number of games still to play. But we knew if we could lock in and focus each week as it came, we'd give ourselves the best chance, and we did that for 3 weeks. It's been not necessarily our best footy, but we've got the job done. And now that's put us at the start line, as I said, in a position as good as you possibly could be. We give ourselves the best chance to have a crack at it.
That focus was obviously massively tested this week. How do you think the group handled it?
Well, to sit here now and actually have the result go the way it did, that's the outcome. I thought we played a team that are very, very good in around stoppage, and they put us to the sword in that area today. But that has been the challenge for us probably the last 3 weeks, maybe a month. How do we continue to just bring that intensity that we've had all year? And we might have been a little bit off today. It shows how even the competition is, because I thought North today were really strong in the contest. The numbers come through. I think it's minus 20 odd contested ball, but we're able to get the job done.
The clearance numbers as well were pretty one-sided.
Similar number, yeah. And that's them beating us up around stoppage. And we tried a few things throughout the game, and it can be one step. You're one step away. And as I mentioned, they are a very good stoppage side, have been for the majority of the year. And we knew that challenge was going to be there coming in, and so we got some other areas right to be able to come out on top in the end.
The last 3 weeks you spoke about, you've been in games where momentum's gone back and forth. That must be almost a good thing coming into finals to have that sort of test.
Yeah, we've had a lot of learnings, That's right across the season. But even these last three, to find a way again today, under pressure. We walk into the change rooms after this one, and it takes a player or two just to say, hey, we actually finished top of the ladder, and we can have a smile together and enjoy that, and we will do that. We get a chance now to re-energise, as a lot of others do that make it to the start line. We'll re-energise, and I think we'll benefit from that. The ability to freshen ourselves up and then hit the ground running in a home final.
James Peatling really hit the scoreboard. Ben Keys, obviously, I'm sure you've spoken about him, but James Peatling just seems to get him more confidence in your system in his first season at the club. Yeah,
he's been a great addition, one of many. Our list management group have done a fantastic job. To bring in such talent. JP's one, Alex Neil-Bullen's been huge for our club. We go right back though to, and I can only talk back to when I first arrived, and Ben Keys, coming in and how he's influenced the group, and our captain. It's an important part of the game. Is how can you attract players to your football club, and I think we've done a fantastic job of that as a footy club, from the top down.
Taking someone like Isaac out of the team obviously leaves a massive hole. How do you feel you coped with it this week in terms of covering him on field today?
Yeah, in the end, we grinded out a win that we really wanted. We were looking to try and find our best, and we didn't necessarily find that tonight. But I thought the 23 guys that sort of represented us, I thought they, the fight they showed tonight was enough to get the job done, and we'll now work on freshening up and getting ourselves right. But
the younger guys you brought in, like Dowling in particular, kicking a couple of goals pretty good.
Yeah, a couple early for Billy, off the back of the team getting it done. He's been doing some great stuff at SNFL level. Pretty unlucky this year not to maybe get an opportunity earlier. But when a team's performing and the way it has, it's pretty tough to break in. I think we debuted one this year, which was Sid. And Sid, another opportunity today. It'll be great for him. The experience, even to play 3 quarters of footy for him today is another great step. Whether we'll see how it plays out over the next few weeks of which players are available. We have a number of guys that are working through rehab that we don't know for sure, but we'll have our fingers crossed that we'll get a few guys that have experience that might even bolster us and improve us a little more.
What does the next couple of weeks look like? Obviously, you've got the week off. Is it just a matter of getting bodies right, or?
Yeah, well, it's part of it is the mental side. refreshing the mind and then the body as well. We'll find out, well, we hope to find out when our game is. We won't know for sure. It's an unusual year when a team's playing Wednesday. That still shapes the finals and how that looks. We'll be ready to play whenever, the AFL want us to play. But our guys will take a few days to mentally and physically freshen up, and then we'll be back into it, training pretty hard to be right to go.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,